God is good, and with each day that passes brings us a day closer to the launch of Baldur's Gate 3. Today, guys, I want to talk a little bit about choices that you can make in Baldur's Gate 3 and how different it is from other games that have attempted to do a lot of choice-based mechanics in their game, and how Baldur's Gate 3 is really kind of pushing the envelope in a really cool Dungeons & Dragons, super geeky, super nerdy kind of way, and how excited I am about that. Before we get started, though, please consider subscribing, especially if you enjoy RPG content, MMORPGs, especially the old school ones, etc., because that's what we do here. Also, a big shout out to the members of Napalm for keeping my lights on and keeping everything in business here. Really appreciate you guys, and if you're interested in becoming a member, please click the join button down below for all the options and to see what kind of perks you get for becoming a member. Alright guys, let's get started. So I want to begin this off by showing this clip from the newest live stream they did showing off the game, and then we're going to discuss it. Alright guys, here we go.
It's on with me bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And who are you? Another pest? Dwarves. Think you rule the world, ha! Everyone says that. And then they spit in our faces. But no more. It's a changing. We got the absolute on our side now. You better learn your place. Go on. Kiss my foot. Or I'll wipe that nasty look right off your face.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
Alright.
Do I need to rip your ear shells off? You heard me!
Alright, so what I thought was really interesting about this part was that at first I was like, there's no way I'm kissing his feet, right? Like, I'm a proud dwarf. I'm not gonna do that. But then I see the ring on his foot there, and I'm like, ooh, wait a minute, we got an option here to kneel for now. Maybe I can work out a scenario where I can roll, because in this game, what's really cool about choices is when you want to do an action or something from your choice, you have to roll for it, right? Just like D&D, basically. Okay, so I love that about it. So I'm thinking maybe if I'm just right, if I got my stats just right, or I get a little bit lucky, maybe I can get that ring off, which should definitely lead me on some totally different adventures, or even just a good treasure. But I have a feeling it'd be like a lore piece, could lead you into some further in-depth into the game and the storyline. That's what my first instinct is. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Which of these comments would you do? And also, I'd like to point out here that when I play this game, I would like to do sessions where I play live, and you guys, I let the chat kind of vote for what we do at each decision point, and then the chat can decide, and we can go through an adventure where you guys as the spectators kind of get to decide that. And that's another reason I'm really excited for Baldur's Gate 3. I think it'll be really fun to live stream, but let me know in the comments down below what you would do, if that's what you thought when you've seen it, or what are you thinking? Now I want to show you another point of decision making that they demoed here, and then we'll talk about that one as well. And of course at the end of this video I'm going to wrap it all up with my thoughts on how this game's going to play, etc. But here we go.
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Remove us from this body. From this case, free us! Please.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull. The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat. creature seems unaware of your interference. It relaxes in your hands.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. Us. We are us. To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Okay, first of all, pretty creepy, right? Like they're saying they're going to the helm. That makes me feel like they're going to find a head to implant themselves in for a new home or something like that. But anyway, I got to agree with the person making the decisions there. Pretty similar to what I would have done. I would have investigated it, and then if I realized I could make it more subservient, like a little pet, sure, I would have probably tried that. Lots of options, though, you can see in lots of different directions you could have went. They could have just killed the thing right then and there, or at least tried to. Lots of things they could have done, which really, this feels like, you gotta keep in mind that all these things I'm showing you are at the very beginning of the game. So, it seems like we're making decisions at the very beginning of the game that are gonna affect things later on big time. That's always interesting, right? It's always fun to start a new adventure and try to take different paths, and it kind of changes the adventure itself and how you proceed forward and how you make future decisions based on past decisions that you've made. And that's something that I think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to represent, is this kind of Dungeons and Dragons kind of campaign that you can play over and over again and kind of decide what kind of adventure you want to have. And when things happen in retrospect, you can be like, maybe if I'd have made a different decision back there, it would have changed this outcome, or I would have had more options to do here, or maybe if I would have leveled up this part or rolled my character a little differently, I might be in a different situation here because I'd had an easier roll. Or even to the fact of maybe if I'd had a better roll, it would have changed what ended up happening. There's so many possibilities. Adding in the dice is a very spicy kind of thing to do that really gives the game a lot of flavor and something that I'm really looking forward to doing. What do you guys think? This looks awesome to me, guys. Just from this very sample that they've shown us a couple of times here of some of these beginning choices, these beginning kind of scenarios, this is so D&D. I mean, it completely reeks of it. It's something, this is a nerd or geek's dream come true. I'm really excited about this game. For single-player RPGs, I really feel like Baldur's Gate 3 is going to set the pace for what the future of CRPGs need to be. And we're just talking about one subject here, but there's lots of others. I have other videos on my channel about Baldur's Gate 3. I implore you to check those out because that new camera angle that they're doing for gameplay is really cool. I love it so much more than the bird's eye view kind of thing like we had in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. And I'm glad they decided to innovate that. But the dice rolling and it not happening behind the scenes, right? Like you literally are kind of controlling when to stop rolling that dice kind of thing. And all that, man, is going to make making choices in this game so much more impactful and fun and something that I'm going to want to do, and I'm going to want to replay over and over again this game and see what kind of different things can happen. I'm super excited about this. I think this is one to definitely look out for. Now, before we end it, though, there was a big announcement from the newest stream, and I want to show that for you now. So there we have it, guys. That is the early access for the game, and I'm going to make a video where I go through all the details of what early access actually means for Baldur's Gate 3, and we're going to discuss that in high detail in my next video I do for Baldur's Gate 3. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do that so you catch that video for a really good discussion on early access before it hits. That's not very long. That's only a little bit more than a month away, and I'm super excited about it, and I hope you guys are too. Let me know in the comments down below what you think and what you're most excited for about the choices and how you feel about them. Also, big shout out to the members of Napalm for keeping this puppy going. Really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And if you would like to become a member of Napalm, it does have special perks. Please click the join button down below for more information. And until next time, guys, God bless and happy gaming. Please listen to what I say. I've been making videos all day. My friends all say I'm it's a video buffet. You can even hit replay. But please just subscribe. I can't even describe being part of my tribe. I'll even offer you a prize. But just please just subscribe and hit the bell notification too.